he's doing it here.
And you know what? Looking at Branco's face over there and watching him, he looks like thinking about quitting is not too far out of his mind. It would not surprise me to see him quit.
I strongly believe his jaw is broken. Through 7, total punches average per round. Cotto 18 out of 59, Branco 7 out of 56. So Branco's only landing at a 14% connect rate. Larry Merchant, ringside request. In your opinion, who is the greatest Puerto Rican fighter of all time?
Whoa. I don't know. There have been so many of them. I was a big fan of Jose Torres, the light heavyweight champion. I think that Trinidad is probably the most sensational international star who ever came out of Puerto Rico. Benitez was a fabulous boxer. And this looks like the end of the fight right here.
Branco is holding his right shoulder.
Even though he was located in New York.
I agree with you. Carlos Ortiz is one of my favorite fighters. But he
Gianluca Branco, never before knocked out, is destroyed physically by Miguel Cotto in this fight. Cotto breaking Branco down as though he was demolishing a building here, Emmanuel.
Yes, I don't know whether his shoulder, his right shoulder was from just blocking those powerful left hooks or whatever it was, but he systematically just overpowered and broken into.
And if you look at Branco's face, you see the enormous swelling under his eye. You see the lump on his jaw. I believe that jaw is broken on the right side. A tremendous, dominant left hook performance by Miguel Cotto. Let's take a look now at how the fight ended while we were having our discussion of great Puerto Rican fighters. Cotto just continuing to go back to the well, doing what he had done throughout the fight, hitting Branco hard on the shoulder with the left hook, and Branco, who may have been looking for an out.
I could see it at the end of the previous round. I saw him over there, looked like he was telling him, I want to quit. It just, everything was going wrong, and it just, man, was just too powerful for him.
A very calm, measured performance from Cotto, who showed extreme professionalism from start to finish here.
I was very impressed tonight. A very, very good professional performance tonight.
Going to be a rough night for Branco. Going to be a long ride back to Civitavecchia, Italy. Brilliant career in Europe. 2 trips to the United States. Losses to Arturo Gatti. And now the first knockout loss of his career to Miguel Cotto.
The only 2 losses of his career has been over here in the United States. 2 world champion boxers.
And for Cotto, none of the nervous moments which attended his knockout victories over Ricardo Torres and DeMarcus Corley last year. He did get caught flush with a few big shots from Branco, but as predicted, they weren't big enough to bother Miguel. Let's take a look at what happened in round 7, where Branco, for the first time, appeared to realize that his right shoulder was injured. I had seen him shaking his arm several times earlier in the bout. Cotto just kept pounding away at that side of the body.
Yeah, I think Cotto was just beating him all over the body on both sides, everywhere. Just physically too powerful. It's like a man about 2 divisions heavier beating on a smaller guy. And eventually just broke his body down.
Let's go to Michael Buffer for the official particulars on the TKO.
Damas y caballeros, ladies and gentlemen, referee Luis Pabon calls a halt to the contest. 49 seconds, round number 8. The winner by TKO victory, el invicto de Caguas, Puerto Rico, Miguel
Cotto moves his record to 26 wins, no losses, no draws. Continues to close in on big money fights with name opponents like Floyd Mayweather Jr., like Ricky Hatton, like Zab Judah if he happens to upend Mayweather on April 8th, like maybe Carlos Valdemir, the welterweight champion. Total punches landed, Cotto, 83 more landed punches, 26 more thrown. As Emmanuel Stewart told you throughout the fight, Cotto lands at an unusually high percentage. The overall connect percentage here, 32%, will no doubt go higher when you look at power punches. Generally speaking, in the power punch category, Cotto lands often as much as 40%. Tonight against a good defensive fighter, only 33%. But the bottom line is enough of them got through to do the damage, and even those which didn't find the target were still hitting Branco on the elbow, on the shoulder, and good enough to help move the Enterprise along. At the end of the day, an easy win for Miguel Cotto, the first knockout loss for Gianluca Branco, and Larry Merchant stands by with Miguel.
Thank you, Jim. Congratulations. Miguel, is this the crystallized style that we are now going to see you in future fights? A patient, stalking style, trying to break down opponents systematically?
I think I looks better than September 24, and I try to do this in every fight.
So this is how you're going to approach every fighter from now on. And the one thing we haven't seen is that when you hurt a fighter badly, you're not going to get reckless anymore. Is that the goal?
No, I try to put pressure, but not a lot. I try to let me tire.
Are you anxious, eager to finally get the big fight that defines who you are as a fighter?
No, my job is train and fight. Bob is my promoter. My uncle is my manager. They know when they put me with Mayweather, with Hatton, with every fighters at the level.
Do you think, as far as your education as a professional fighter, now fighting a boxer, maybe next time fighting a different kind of boxer, will that complete the education so that when you get the opportunity to fight a big name fighter, you will be able to cope with that?
No, bueno, entiendo que sí, entiendo que...
I understand that to be the case.
Entiendo que este tipo de pelea, Todd y Bob y Bruce han hecho un gran trabajo. Han hecho un gran trabajo.
Bob, Bruce have done a great
Me han puesto pues oponentes de nivel superior a medida van avanzando las peleas. Y entiendo que todos van a tener pues su resultado al momento de enfrentarme en esa grandes
They
peleas.
will all have the positive results as we move on.
Compare your feeling now to the feeling after the Torres fight, which was a war in which you got up and you had to show your heart. What is the feeling like now?
It's the same. Win is a win. But you mentioned that the fight with Torres was a war, and this is a must boxing fight. And I think win is a win. I'm happy with both wins.
Thank you very much. Congratulations again, Miguel.